So, do you think you can get a new Kawasaki KLR650 in Japan? What about a Suzuki DRZ400 Supermoto? Welcome to my YouTube studio here in Japan. You know, I hear it all the time. Well, it's a Japanese bike, so you must be able to get it in Japan, right? And I would agree, that makes sense. But you may be surprised which Japanese motorcycles are actually available in Japan. In this video, I will compare new, factory, Japanese dual sports adventure bikes and supermotos that are available in Japan and America, and give my thoughts on why certain Japanese motorcycles are or are not available in Japan. Okay, starting with the Mac Daddy Honda. In Japan, we do have the Africa Twins, but the CB500X is a CB400X here. We don't have the prehistoric XR650L or the awesome CRF450RL. And the CRF300L Rally and CRF300L are 250s in Japan, not 300s. On to Yamaha. Fortunately, we have the T7, but unfortunately, we don't have the Super Tenere. We have zero new factory Yamaha dual sports here. We had the XT250, which is called a Sero in Japan, which is like a goat type of animal, but they were discontinued in 2020, and we do not have the TW200. Moving on to Kawasaki, we have the Versys X, but it is a 250 in Japan, not a 300. It's a serious bummer that we don't have the legendary KLR 650. We do have the KLX 230 Dual Sport and Supermoto, but we do not have the 300s. Last but not least, Suzuki. We do have the V-Strom 1050 XT and the 650 XT, but we don't have the tried and true DR650S, and Suzuki stopped selling the almighty DRZ400 in Japan in 2009. It seems that Japan shares the adventure bikes with America and some other countries, but we are seriously lacking dual sports, and especially those with a big displacement. Why is that? First, Japanese speed limits are slow compared to America, and a big displacement motorcycle simply isn't needed. Second, off-road riding in Japan is not like the logging trails or OHV parks that we have in America. Off-road riding here is tight, technical, and low speed. For most riders in Japan, big displacement dual sports are too heavy and unnecessarily powerful for riding off-road. Finally, Japan is a small country, and riding off-road isn't as available as in America or Australia. So there isn't a need for a big displacement motorcycle to carry you across long distances of land at speed for adventure touring or just to get to your destination. The Kawasaki Versys X and the Honda CRFs are 250s in Japan and 300s in America. Also, we have the KLX 230s, but not the 300s. Why? Motorcycles over 250 cc's are subjected to an expensive inspection every 2 years. Basically, these inspections ensure that the motorcycle is in good working order and it isn't a hazard to the rider or other people on the road. But like I said, the inspection is expensive. And if you have upgrades on the motorcycle, like exhaust or a headlight, they may affect the ability of the motorcycle to pass the inspection. So 300s don't sell well in Japan because they're just over the threshold of that over 250cc inspection. The Honda CB500X is a 400 in Japan. Why? Japan has a tiered motorcycle license system, up to 50cc's, up to 125cc's, up to 400cc's, and unlimited. So along with 250s for the reason I just mentioned, 50s, 125s, 400s, and big bikes like over 750cc's sell well in Japan. The CB500X is just over the 400cc license threshold. So if someone wants to ride one in Japan, they would need the unlimited license. But people with the unlimited license in Japan want to go bigger than 500cc's because they went through all the trouble of getting the unlimited license, so they want to go big or go home. Like most people, I thought that I would be able to get any Japanese motorcycle in Japan. But the motorcycle companies are catering to the local market, and not all of their motorcycles are available here. If you lived in Japan, which motorcycle would you miss the most? Which motorcycle that's only available in Asia do you want in your country? Check out this Kawasaki Ninja ZX25R. It's a 4-cylinder, 250cc motorcycle that redlines at 17,000 RPM, and it's only available in Asia for now. If you thought this video was interesting and informative, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Thank you.